So Gary Bettman looks a bit of a clown right now, and I say this as someone who's actually not really a Bettman hater, at least not to the degree some people are, but this January, he had a pretty infamous answer to the question of whether NHL teams are tanking for Bedard. He said, and I quote, "Nobody tanks because we have a weighted lottery. You're not going to lose games to increase your odds by a couple percentage points. That's silly. And frankly, suggesting tanking, I believe, is inconsistent with the professionalism that our players and coaches have." And he said that with a straight face in a season that saw in the West alone 4 sub-30 win teams, including the Chicago Blackhawks, who had maybe the most transparent tank. And guess what? It paid off as they received the number 1 overall pick. When it comes to Chicago, they gutted the team, trading players like Alex DeBrincat. He was a 24-year-old 40-goal scorer on their team, and they got rid of him for picks. You can say the same for Dylan Strome, a young, promising player. They hit his RFA rights, and he wasn't even given a qualifying offer. Now, Bettman is right to a degree. Players and coaches play to win. I truly believe that. These guys are playing for their livelihood. They're playing for their next contract. That's true of everyone. You put them on the ice, they're going to play to the best of their ability. However, that's a half-truth. GMs set teams up to fail, to lose. That's what tanking is. Elliot Friedman had a pretty good point back when Bettman made the statement. He's saying this to basically convince fans that the games are worth going to. But now that Chicago has so transparently tanked with no effort to even pretend to be good and has been awarded for it, he looks like a fool. The optics of this are bad for another reason. This comes on the tail of the Kyle Beach sexual assault situation. Ben Pope revealed that the Blackhawks have already sold $2.5 million worth of season ticket plans for 23-24. I can only imagine the amount of jerseys they'll sell, and the Staff and Graph podcast pointed out that the Blackhawks have made more money in the last 2 hours than they were fined for covering up sexual assault. And that's true. It was a $2 million fine, when just a couple of years ago, the Coyotes lost 2 draft picks, a second and a first, for improper pre-combine testing, which apparently is worth more actual punishment than what happened with Kyle Beach. Just a reminder, we do have a growing and very exciting football channel I really would like you guys to check out if you enjoy the NFL content just like this, but for football, I'll link the newest video on screen right now.